1910 that the public was able to get access to the site. And that is something that is important to us because it helps to not only create that sense of community with the water, but it allows people to get back down here. The pathway will be open, the opportunities will be there for a lot of energy and electricity, and we want this to become part of our community. So the developers were great in working with us to incorporate that into the planning. So we're planning on making this a site that's very exciting for our whole community to get them back here. But timing-wise?
Well, we're hoping a lot of stuff happens over the next 90 days, and then it will enable us to actually purchase the property. You're looking at actual, what I think most people perceive as construction, where you see things coming down and moving. So you could probably looking at 6 months, hopefully. So
for the construction to begin?
We'd actually start moving. There's a lot of those are asbestos panels on both those buildings, so the environmental would take quite a while, but we'd need to accomplish that after closing on the property and then work slowly into that. Environmental can be a little exotic at times.
A question on those buildings. You're saying about 6 months they'll be down?
No, they're not coming down. The paneling on the site is asbestos site paneling. So we need to finish up our negotiations with tenants we have and tenants we're looking at, and then once you close, you'll need to do a pretty serious environmental cleanup on those before you can start construction. So,
Rodney, for the purpose of the tape here, could you just kind of give us a visual description of what this place is going to look like when you're done?
Well, I think we have pictures for that. So, I'm sorry you're on the radio, but it's we're looking at a blended mix. Obviously, I think it's been already talked about: grocery store, retail, small beverage and food, apartments, possibly and most likely some pretty cool environmentally friendly programs, almost more institutional-like. So there's quite a bit planned, and we're pretty far down the road. But we did want to get this announcement out. Things start to get talked about, but we need to get out site control and now finish our negotiations with our tenants and move forward.
When do you think you guys might be announcing some of those tenants?
Yesterday. But no, they're never. I mean, some of those go quickly and some of those go slower, and the one that you think was a definite doesn't happen, and the one you can't believe it was. It's a very rolling mix, and especially on a building of this size. I mean, it's the phase one is the building on the other side here, which is rather large. So
these other ones will come down, right? Like this pole building we're looking at behind us.
Likely right now the planning is that the majority would come down except the main two. Remember, though, that today's announcement of the site control was key because it allows everyone to start having those conversations. We had to inform the council last night of what we were looking at and the project moving forward. That's imperative for us. And now the conversations with the state, federal government can happen, with the potential tenants. All of that was due to the fact that we had to announce this today to get the ball rolling. But remember, we still don't know site-wise what you're standing on right now. So there's going to need to be an extensive analysis of the entire site. Any other questions?
What about cold storage?
Well, right now, I think if you hear from the county executive that we have enough slips out there. We're not going to be storing boats on site. That's not the plan right now. And we're going to determine what we're going to be doing with the developer here with the boat slips that are currently here. But I think the county executive has plenty of slips that we can make sure that people utilize, and we'll be looking at that. As you look at the plans that we have laid out right now, you'll get some sense as to what's going to be happening on site. Yep. Any other further questions?
Yeah, has there been a number come up with the price of this negotiation, what this is going to sell for?
We're actually not going to be talking about the financial numbers right now. We have a lot of work to do on financials. We have a lot of work to do with the different organizations that we're speaking with, and we're going to be taking that at that time. So right now we're here just to announce site control. Any further questions from the press? Victor, quickly.
You have 5 areas of development on the map here. Is this the first of the other ones to be?
Well, this is the first one of the 5 that we were able to come to site control with and start moving forward on. The other ones where you've seen some work that we're doing over on the Walker site where we've done cleanup there through a grant from the EPA, And we also have, as you know, the county executive is working very hard on the Bell Harbor site. So we try to work on all of it at the same time and see what we can put together.
John,
Takes a long time. Yeah. Nick.
Sorry, one more. You just said about 2 minutes ago something about opportunities for energy and electrical. What did you mean by that?
Actually, well, the developer is looking at some new opportunities for alternative energy, and we'll push that through as we get a little deeper into it. But we want to make this site as green as humanly possible, whether it's stormwater management, stormwater recapture, rainwater recapture, whatever the case is. We're going to try to do everything we can to build those components into the development site. Anything else? All right. Thank you all for coming, and we're looking forward to a better tomorrow.